What's good, people? It's your boy D-Pat back with the TMP Hustle. And today I'm gonna give y'all my 5 pros and cons of being an expediter in the sprinter cargo van industry. Stay tuned.
It's the TMP Hustle. 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 It's the TMP Hustle.
Let's start with pro number 1. Pro number 1 gotta be the places that you get to go while you out here driving these highways, y'all. I mean, let's think, we travel 48 states. We can go from Maine to California, California back up to Maine, and everywhere in between. So just think, you bound to see stuff that you probably didn't even know was there, see stuff you didn't even know existed, all because you're traveling these highways. So in my opinion, that's absolutely a pro. If you're somebody that's looking to see the United States for the most part, with the exception of Alaska and Hawaii, there is loads that go to Alaska came front, but I've never done them. So if you're looking to travel 48 states, see places that you thought you would never get to see, absolutely one of the pros to being an expediter in this industry, y'all. I hustle out here, doing this thing, waiting on my loads, so I got him out here chilling. Pro number 2, y'all, gotta be you your own boss in this industry. You the boss, you the man, what you say goes. This is probably one of the few industries where you really can quit your 9 to 5 and get into this industry and make it happen. I will tell you this, it does take a little bit of work, it does take a little bit of money, but the fact of the matter is anybody can do it. Just all depends on how you do it. So if you want to be your own boss, make your own hours, get rid of your 9 to 5 and start working for yourself, setting financial freedom and financial goals for you and your family, this is absolutely something that you can do. That's what makes this pro number 2, y'all. Pro number 3 gotta be the cost of ownership to get into this industry, y'all. It's gonna save you a whole lot of money in this side of the world, in this industry, in comparison to getting into the box truck game industry, y'all. Don't get me wrong, box trucks make more money, but the fact of the matter is, the more money you make doing that, the more maintenance, cost of ownership you experience. So for me, pro number 3 is absolutely the cost of ownership when you get into the sprinter van, cargo van industry, for costs, y'all. We all want to make money. The last thing we all want to do is make money just to spend tons of money because of the vehicle you're driving. Take it from me, I done did both, and I can absolutely tell you cost of ownership is crazy in comparison to this sprinter van. So absolutely a pro number 3 to me. Cost of ownership in comparison to the box truck. We did a video about this, comparing the two previously, so if you haven't already done that, take a look at the previous videos, check that video out, let us know what you think, leave a comment, like, subscribe, so every time we drop more videos, you'll be able to see them. What you think, Hustle? Should they like the channel, subscribe to the channel? Yeah? Hustle, what you think? He no comment, y'all. He just say like the channel, subscribe, leave a post notification bell. That's what he said. All right, be right back. Pro number 4, kind of tying to pro number 3, is what makes this industry on this side of what makes the sprinter and cargo van industry cheaper is because you don't have to get your authority to do this. You don't got to have an authority to run a sprinter van or a cargo van. It's not regulated by the FMCSA. So you don't have to have an authority to do it. which means you save money right out the gate in comparison to trying to go get your authority and doing it on your own. Okay, now doing it on your own pretty much means you're gonna get your authority, get your MC, get your DOT, get all your paperwork and documents and stuff like that ready to go, so that way you can run underneath load boards, dispatching your own van. You gotta have an authority to do that. Or you can go the other route, don't do any of that, get you a van, lease your van onto a company, and get running right out the gate. No authority needed. Get rolling. Start making money instantly. So I would say that's a pro number 4, because you don't always want to have to go through those extra hoops and hurdles, but you still want to get into this industry. You can start up an LLC, get your own business going, get you a van, lease it on, boom. You're making money underneath your own business with a leased on van without an authority. The missus does consultations for this. She can help get your business started. She can tell you all of what you need to know in order to take whichever direction that you want to go. I'm going to put a little bit of information right down here below so you can see her information if you're looking to get some consultations. She's great at what she do, and she's very passionate and can help a lot of y'all out. So check that out. Now, the last pro, probably the best pro of them all. I say it to save the best for last with this one. So let's jump in the van real quick. I'll tell y'all about the last pro. Pro number 5, y'all, the money you can make in this industry as a driver for your vehicle. Okay, we all got into this industry because we wanted to make that bread. No, you will not become a millionaire overnight driving a Sprinter van or a cargo van. But that does not mean that you won't make great money, okay? As a driver of your van, you can make anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000 a week. I don't know about y'all, but that's great money. Don't get me wrong. It ain't semi-truck money. It ain't box truck money. But it is great money, okay? Now, if you're a fleet owner, you may not make $2,000 or $5,000 a week because you are letting other people drive your vehicles, okay? You add more vehicles into the equation, you may make more than $2,000 to $5,000 a week. So there's a lot of variables involved that goes into that money that you can make. But as a driver of your own van, okay, dispatched properly, executing things the right way, you should be able to make between $2,000 and $5,000 a week. My best week as a solo driver, I made $5,000. My worst week as a solo driver, I made $2,000. Tons of variables in between that caused that $2,000 week to $5,000 week. I want to say on an average, I'm somewhere on an average about $3,200 a week, okay? Which again, for me, that's good. You know, I'm out here in this van, you know, we doing our thing. Teresa in another van doing her thing. So it adds up for us. We okay with that because we out here putting in the work driving our own van. Now, fleet owners, your numbers might be different. Drivers for fleet owners, your numbers may be different. But if you're driving your own van and everything's executed the right way, you should be making between $2,000 to $5,000 a week. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and jump into some of the cons, y'all, because there are cons. I'm going to give y'all my top 5 cons. Be right back. Con number 1, the waiting. If you don't got patience to wait in this industry, you will not make it. I mean, Eagle Pass, Texas, here to pick up a load. Said I need to be here at 2:30. What do? I get here right at 2:30 because here in Eagle Pass, you already know stuff got to come over from Mexico, so you don't even got to run to the place. But I get here at 2:30, right on the dot. Guess what, Mario? It ain't here yet. It's haven't crossed the border, all right? It is 5:59. I just got loaded because it just crossed the border. Con number one, you will absolutely positively wait in this industry. You can put up a fuss, you can put up a fight, you can get mad, you can cuss. Don't matter. You gonna wait. That's my con number one. You will wait in this industry. So be prepared for that. If you don't like that, then you're probably in the wrong industry. Go ahead and jump to con number two. Be right back. Con number two in this life of expediting gotta be the traffic. Boy, oh boy. If you're one of those kind of people where you got a little bit of road rage and you get mad and upset because of traffic throughout these different cities and different places, you wouldn't like being an expediter. You wouldn't like being in a sprinter van, cargo van. You wouldn't like any of that because you probably don't even like being in your car. Traffic can suck. Living in Texas, traffic sucks. You pretty much know not to even leave your house at certain times. Some states aren't as bad as others, but for the most part, traffic is always that one thing that you're gonna run into out here on this road. Traffic, yeah. Con number two, traffic for sure. Con number three, the cost of diesel. One of the biggest cons at number three is the cost of diesel. Diesel is crazy. You see what I just paid? I mean, just think at one point diesel wouldn't even hurt you like that. So at number three, you got the cost of diesel, and yeah, that's a huge con. Con number four, finding loads for a cargo van. So all load boards have access to cargo van loads, but they're not always as easy to get your hands on as it may seem. And on top of that, you have to pay all this different money for the load boards. I mean, you got your DAT load board. The most basic load board of that is about $49.99, $50. You got Selectus, where you have to have X amount of vans in order to even have access to Selectus. I think there's a 1, 2, 3 load board that costs about $30 per month, but even then, that was a little bit tricky to find those too. So finding loads isn't easy in a cargo van, especially if you're new to this industry and you haven't established a relationship yet. Con number four. Con number five, the fifth and final con of this industry has by far have to be the weather. Okay, if you're not prepared for weather, this probably is going to be your number one con. I mean, again, I just left Texas, and again, don't get me wrong, it wasn't great weather in Texas, but it wasn't snow. As y'all just saw, come to Michigan, snow all over the place. Weather is absolutely going to factor in as a huge con for a lot of people because you got to be mentally prepared to deal with weather. Again, it's the winter time. You're dealing with states that got snow. I mean, you can go to states that don't have snow, but it's a lot of people there too. So you might find yourself sitting more. But if you can handle the weather, and don't let it get you down, it could absolutely not be an issue. But if you can't, it will absolutely be a con for you. One extra con for this industry, more of a bonus con, is if your van isn't set up for success, meaning that if you don't have heat, no insulation, E-tracks, a bed, AC for the summer, you could find this that it's a little bit miserable out here, and you might find yourself spending more money that you want to spend by accommodating yourself for hotel rooms and stuff like that. We're coming up on that time of year where it's cold, and right now it's 35 degrees here in Michigan. It's cold, and It's snowy. It ain't nothing nice or pretty about this day, and it's freezing. And you know, don't get me wrong, when me and the missus, we jumped into this industry, we didn't have none of those luxuries. So I'm not saying you gotta have those luxuries to start. All I'm saying is, coming from a pros and cons perspective, that is technically a con, because it's gonna cost you money, because you're gonna be cold and you wanna get a room, and B, it's just not comfortable. So that's another con in my opinion. But again, this is my 5 pros and cons of this industry. And if your pros or cons are different, you don't agree with something that I said, or if you want to piggyback on something I said, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to like the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that post notification bell so every time I drop new videos, y'all will be able to see them. Again, it's just your boy D-Pat back with the TMP Hustle. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.